Today's January 16th. And so we are a couple of days to when TikTok is about to be banned or, be out of service. I did the first part of this video a minute ago. So that was actually to show that a lot of people who voted for Trump, the Republican who voted for Trump, are using TikTok to do e-commerce and stuff, and so many of them. So this is the first part. You can still listen to it. I'm going to insert it, and then you can jump to the part that is now the consequences of TikTok leaving the US, of course, in 3 days. So on the 19th, TikTok is no longer going to be useful in America. And by the way, Americans love TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. Never have it. Never had it, never used it. Seen videos from when people import their videos from over there onto YouTube or anywhere else if it's really trending. We had the story of, this woman who was like, who the F did I marry? Personally, I've never been really like a TikTok person. So anyway, enjoy. Yep, so apparently the right is actually about to be really shocked about all the taxes and how it's gonna go under Trump. And they trusted the guy. And I just started laughing because today is December 10th, 2024. So we still have around a month or a little bit more than a month before this guy becomes president. And obviously, we can already start seeing what in the world is going to go on, because apparently he decided he was asked the question about income taxes, and he said that it's going to be tariff. And you already have Graham Stephan, which looks like, I don't know if he's a Republican, but he looks like a Republican. And he was even surprised about this because it's like, well, if this goes the way it goes, yeah, it's about to be bad. This is pretty much what he said, prices are going to go up. I understand that, let me just say this. Obviously, I can see that people want to be okay, more American product for America. All countries are obviously always talking about this sort of things, but is it really feasible, doable? Obviously not. But before we start, hi, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing way okay. If you're not, smile a little bit, cheer a little bit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and give me your opinion before you go, because I like reading them. So Trump is about to become president, as we know. And the reason that I'm making this video today is that we saw two things. And I want to talk about the TikTok ban. That's why I'm actually really making this video today. Because apparently TikTok is about to be banned in the States. And on the 19th, if they have not found a deal, or decide to disconnect themselves with China, they're not going to be useful to Americans. The thing is, TikTok is very important to a lot of Americans. I don't use TikTok. But a lot of people use TikTok, make money on TikTok, use it more than, Insta for some people. They use it more than YouTube for some people. So, they make money. E-commerce people especially uses Ecom so that they can, show their products to people and sell their products. And I'm going to talk about two gentlemen that I've actually seen. Before I talk about them, and their name is Sebastian Esqueda and Sebastian Gorge. Real quick, before I make this video, let me actually talk about how I know these two. So obviously everybody wants to make more money. So at some point I got interested in Ecom. And one of the two people that I've listened to them here and there and trying to know how I can sell here my products in America, what products and this and that. And okay, finally, I'm taking my classes, and I listen to them from time to time. You learn new techniques and stuff. And these two gentlemen who work together a lot, they're not originally from the same place. Sebastian Gheorghiu is from East Europe, I believe, and Sebastian Esqueda is obviously from a Latino country, South American, I believe. So both of them came in America, I believe, when they were kids. Their mom struggled and they saw that work hard, as American dream, you can come from nothing and become something. They're both millionaires now. We're very happy for them. Hallelujah. But what actually shocked me about these two is they both voted for Trump. So I don't know if they came in the country legally or illegally, But they have this thing, and I know a lot of the young people that you see today on the internet, they believe in the man gotta be the man gotta work, the girl gotta like stay at home. I believe the girl go on just got engaged. I don't know if he's married yet. And how this thing, and I'm one of those people who believe that as a girl, 40 years old, I work. I love making my own money. I love it. And this is why I know these people, because I like making my money. Just in case something gets awkward, not even like you divorce or anything, but let's say that the man, dies or something, something crazy, or is just sick and not work. At least I can also provide for us. So I'm one of those people who say my wife is not allowed to work. Nah, you're not my people. So, but the Google, the second one, had this thing where he explained to his people. I believe it was on Instagram, and unfortunately I didn't even keep the video, how and why he's voting for Trump. And he had all this thing. And sometimes, the thing when we immigrate, us the immigrants to America, we have this thing where we believe that the countries where we come from are so bad that when we come here, we have to forget everything. So I understand that some people, we run away from wars, we run away from places where the opportunity is very scarce, the opportunity are very scarce. I understand that. But some people are forced to leave their country. They love their country, but because of money, because of insecurity, because of so many things, we leave and we come here. It doesn't mean that we have to forget where we come from, and it doesn't mean that we don't have to integrate ourselves into the society, which is something that I also see some people doing, which is just crazy. If you come to America, you have to start living like Americans. You gotta start loving here. You have to speak at least one of the two languages, like English or Spanish, to be able to communicate with people. And you can make it. You can pay taxes. A lot of us pay taxes here. Actually, if you're doing YouTube and you're not in America, not a lot of people do that. You're in France, you're in UK, we all pay taxes to America. So because at some point I am actually recording my video in holidays in my African country. So, and this is why these two gentlemen said, but they stated it in a way as if their country was so ishy that there is, it's just the way they are, which is something I always smile about. A lot of countries around the world that are ishy have been affected by the politic of Western countries. That's number one. Wanting or not, like it or not, saying it out loud or not, it is the truth. When Trump was here first time around and he called my continent, African countries, old countries, I don't know. At first, I was not happy about it, but for some reason, the chocolate that even Mr. Beast is even selling here now, they come from Africa. The gold that they buy comes from Africa. The diamonds come from Africa. It's just funny how people just forget things. And coming to my second point, so the e-commerce thing is going to actually take a hit this year, 2025, because if TikTok is out, people who are making money through TikTok doing Ecom, they're about to go crazy. And the products that they sell on Ecom that comes from China, since Trump wants all the products to be made in the state, they're going to be way more expensive because a lot of the products, half the products in America come from China. And Chinese people are already saying, well, you know what? We are not going to give you the products you want already. They're like, well, we also can decide for ourselves when we don't need the bullshit. We don't need the BS. We are not going to deliver this and this and this that you want because somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. So if you are really thinking that Chinese people are just going to bow to you, Trump, it's not happening. They're not crazy. You can call them old countries like you did for Africa, but at the end of it, they're the one who produce most things sold around the planet these days. So all of these people who are making money through Ecom, that are buying like the basic product from China, reselling them here in America, blah, blah, blah. Well, the rude awakening is coming up. It's coming up. because buying local, some of the things is just kind of impossible. The basic, like primary thing that you need to actually produce or make some of the products that you resell, you don't get them in America. You don't get them. I understand. Again, I understand. Let's buy American things first. I understand. But it is easy to say that when you're sitting in the White House and you're doing nothing. And people out here just like hustling to make their money. They're working hard to make their money. Because these stories of you're not going to be paying tax like this, income taxes, blah, 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 you're going to pay tariffs. This is never going to work. Well, maybe it will. We'll see. But I don't think so. And it's unfortunate because these people have already decided to, well, we voted for Trump already. And we are about to see that this is about to go crazy. It's too late now because we're all going to actually be held accountable for this. So it is sad. And, we'll see what happens on January 19th because that's the deadline for the TikTok thing. We'll see how China will react with all these conditions that are like put upon them. Again, I understand. I don't think anybody would like to be spied on, and you have the choice to use TikTok or not. I personally don't use TikTok. I've never used TikTok. But at the end of the day, I know a lot of people who make money through TikTok. This is income that you're taking away from a lot of people. And let's jump to the second part. So the second part is obviously we are a couple of days to the ban and everybody wants to buy it. Everybody wants to buy TikTok. You have Elon who wants to buy TikTok. Elon Musk, of course, who already ruined YouTube, who already ruined Twitter. And I'm going to put a video that I did on him somewhere here. Like, this guy is really loser. We're going to talk about him like further in another video. Pretend to, be like a gamer and stuff. Then you also have Mr. Beast, who apparently is now interested. You have O'Leary, the Canadian American who is on Shark Tank. How do you call it? And it's just funny because I think like these people literally thought that the people who owns TikTok, like the Chinese people who own TikTok, were literally going to sell it to America, and they were like, no, we'll just close it down. I like it in a way because I think, and this is now me being somebody who was born obviously in Africa, I hate bullies. It doesn't matter if the bully is this nationality or that nationality. I understand, by the way. I understand that nobody wants to have like a program, an app or whatever, an app or a program that is spying on you. Like, nobody wants that in their country. But ironically, Americans do that every day. Europeans do that every day. They do that in Africa. They try to do that in Asia. They do that in Latino countries. And even when people complain, they're like, we don't care. Or, they don't care. So the fact that, so again, I'm not for, the spying part of things. But, we don't forget like brother Snowden, who did what he did. And he did this incredible thingy. And he still has not been pardoned today, where it clearly showed us that we were being recorded like at all time. The videos, the cameras from the laptop, everything from our phone were always like being recorded. And I mean, that was not right. And people were spying on their people. So I like the fact that, people were like, no BS, we're not selling it, because it's a form of bullying. I think this is like my sentimental side. It's a form of bullying. And I like the fact that they were like, not for sale. And I know that people are probably going to invent another sort of TikTok. But first off, I'm very happy that Elon did get it, and he shouldn't get it. Again, we ruined Twitter. That's number one. And number two, I actually don't think that I see anything now that can replace Twitter. You do have Instagram, but Instagram is like little brother to OF right about now. Like, you get on Instagram, it is so nasty. The bad thing that you see there is just nasty. People are always shaking that, always showing too much of yuck I don't even know how to say it. I don't want to say it. Then you have YouTube Short, and YouTube Short are usually linked to what you already watch. So it's not like some people try to sell stuff through YouTube Shorts, but again, if you don't really, but again, it's going to be really difficult because I think like the way, again, I've never been on TikTok, but I think the way that TikTok worked was like you could definitely go like real fast viral. Little stories, everybody has niches, of course, like all platforms, but it seems like you could just be like viral there. A little story, not long, just raw videos. You know, it's not like for the most videos that I've seen from over there, it's not like people are just trying to have like the best background and you know, it's just like I open my phone and I talk about something, or I just film something, and you know, as raw as it is, it's not polished or anything, and people like that. So this is definitely again going to hurt a lot of people's wallets, and people overall not going to be happy that they don't have their TikTok. So I don't know, maybe we have the 20th coming, you know, inauguration of that dude. But I think this is going to be like quite crazy, and we're going to wait and see. But I don't think the Chinese are going to budge, and sorry to say it, kudos to them for that, by the way, because I can understand that they don't want to sell. They shouldn't spy on people, definitely, but I can understand that, because in that case, first off, like I remember when they did the thing on Huawei, and I was disappointed. Huawei is one of the best phone that I ever had, but obviously now I don't buy Huawei because they don't have, you know, the Google. They don't have Google. They don't have like a app store and everything. So not something that I'm interested in. So unfortunately, I have stopped. But the technology of what is actually happening with Huawei is just impeccable. So I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see. But they are going to, you know, for a country where we're trying to actually have more work and more money going to the people, they're definitely killing that rhythm. So we're going to see. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share. Please, please, please do subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Faceless out. Bye.